Well, hey fellas, we're back. Thorzak's here, and what we're going to be doing is, as you have seen in the previous video, what we did is that we made a bunch of these Lee full wad cutters. These are the 200 grain full wad cutters, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be priming and charging a bunch of brass. These are 44 Magnum. I'm just going to use mixed brass. These are going to be light loadings. And what we are going to try to achieve through this, okay, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load 50 rounds, and I'm going to make two lots of 25. One with Trail Boss and one with 700X. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a shootout between these two powders. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot these in the 44 Magnum Smith, and we're just going to have ourselves a little accuracy test. The loading that I'm going to be using for the Trail Boss and the 700X, I'm going to be using 4.5 grains of 700X, and I'm going to be using 6 grains of Trail Boss. And the reason why that is because these Lee bullets, they're going to sit down in that case, you know. So we're going to have we're not going to have too much, you know, space in between the powder and the bottom of the bullet when it's sitting down in the case. And that's one thing that you want to eliminate with bulk powders like Trail Boss. So anyway, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be trying to load to the maximum of the density of the capacity of the case without crushing the powder. Now, one thing that I'll show you a little bit about this powder, it's pretty much widespread throughout the internet, and if you guys have ever seen it before, but this stuff kind of looks like Cheerios, as you can see. It's just like a great big, you know, a great big cylindrical type powder that's chopped off in little teeny tiny Cheerios. So what we're going to be doing, we can load 6 grains of that stuff. Now, Trail Boss has been used in bullseye competition before. 700X has been used in bullseye competition. So they're both accurate powders. I mean, for the most part, you know, Trail Boss is for cowboy shooters, you know, cowboy action guys. But good results can be done with these. I mean, you can get a really accurate load. So anyway, what we do is get ourselves 50 primers here. Standard large pistol, you know. The one thing that I would say is the biggest kind of a hang-up, I guess, I have with the primer tray on these, on the RCBS unit, is that it's kind of hard to fit the whole tray in there. That's one thing I will say about the Lee unit and the other primer flippers that I've had in the past, is that they're square, big enough for these, you know, to actually sit down in, and you just flip it over and you don't have to shake them. So anyway, here we go. And get my little push rod going here. Like that. Goes like that. Okay, what's going on here? That never happened before. Let's see what the deal there is. should work. All right. That was strange. One of the little oddities that we run into with our tools. And sometimes they just need a little TLC here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get busy and start loading these primers. I like the RCBS one. It seems to work perfect every time, you know, for a hand primer. You get just the right amount where you're not gonna crush the primer in there. Yeah. There we go. So anyway, you guys don't need to see all this, and we'll tune back in when we start going into charging. So we'll be right back, guys. Okay, now we're back. I wanted to show you a little bit about the DuoFlow. Now the DuoFlow powder measure has two chambers. This one's for pistol, this one's for rifle. Okay, and what you do is you have a sliding collar on this adjustment. That this is for rifle. Okay, when you want to go ahead and you want to charge rifle, you just put it in that position right there, and that's it. And then when you want to use pistol, you just put it in that position, and that's it. And this is your pistol side. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure to line this up, just like so. Goes in. Like I said, this is an older unit that is no longer made. Bauhaus is the one that made it. So what we want to do is we want to throw 6 grains of Trail Boss. So we're going to go ahead and put it on in there, just like so. All right. Boy, for some reason, it kind of went all over the place. We'll have to watch that. And all right. So 6 grains. No, more than that. Wow. Takes a lot of this stuff. Almost there. let's give that a try. Get back a little bit more. Now I usually throw several loads to make sure that my powder measure's on. And we're gonna go right there. A little bit more. Okay. Six point oh. Okay. There it is. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go along. I'm going to charge all these, charge 25 of them with 6.0, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to charge 4.5 grains of 700X. And those will be our test loads, and when we go to the range, we'll have a shootout and accuracy for those two. So, with that being said, I think that the next video that I go ahead and put up in this series, as far as the shootout between Trail Boss and 700X, probably be out there at the range. Okay, so until next time, this is Thor's Axe, and I'm signing out.